heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, baffled king composing hallelujah.
This is a long version, by the way, so you
Talk amongst yourselves.
we invited you to leave and she didn't respond. We all said thank you.
Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight, oh, through. Well, she tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and cut your hair. From your lips she drew Maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. The cold and broken hallelujah.
Beloved community, we are here in what becomes, especially today, a sacred place filled with the joyful, colorful, alive, and growing Spirit of God. Today we witness the blessing of a relationship and we celebrate the commitment of two hearts, one to another, a a commitment born out of a life and a love that has been shared. In friendship and promise, they have already committed themselves to each other, and their journey together has spanned the years of time. Today marks a day set apart to acknowledge the continuing ways in which the two shall become one, as they speak vows and exchange rings. Sue and Beth, this is your wedding day. As you come to receive the blessing of marriage, surrounded by family and friends, your life's most cherished blessings. I want to share a quote. We all know the writer E.B. White for books like Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, The Trumpet of the Swan. But E.B. White is also a storyteller and an essayist, and I want to share these words from his personal life. He writes this as he recalls the last autumn of his wife's life. He tells of a time when he watched her as she planned the planting of bulbs in her flower garden. He described her bedraggled appearance as somewhat comical, yet touching. He says the small, hunched-over figure, her studied absorption in the implausible notion that there would be yet another spring, oblivious to the ending of her own days, which she knew perfectly well was near at hand, sitting there with her detailed chart under those dark skies in the dying October, calmly plotting the resurrection. As we gather in this somewhat non-conventional wedding space, I can't help but think that there is perhaps no place more appropriate or fitting. For the past 23 years, 23 plus? 23. Okay. For the past 23 some odd years, under both cloudy and sunny skies, the two of you have been creating a life together, cultivating your own garden, if you will. Perhaps not with detailed charts, but perhaps with your studied absorption in the implausible notion that this day would someday be possible. Calmly plotting the resurrection, planting seeds of hope and faithfulness, seeds of joy and gratitude, seeds of challenge and comfort, seeds of enduring love and ever-blossoming life. I share two other brief readings, one from the scriptures and one from a wedding resource from the 4th century, reminding us of the timeless nature of wisdom. First, this word from the prophet Jeremiah. He says, I will make a new covenant. I will put my law within them, and I will write it on their hearts. I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And that's what we're here doing today, honoring a covenant that is already written on your hearts. And then this from the 4th century. Two souls so united have nothing to fear. With harmony, peace, and mutual love, two people own all possessions. They can live in peace behind the impregnable wall that protects them, which is love, according to God. By love's grace, they are harder than diamond and stronger than iron. They sail in abundance, steer a course toward eternal glory, and attract more and more grace from God. It is my personal prayer that you attract more and more grace from God as you continue to live in harmony together. We gather here today believing that God is present with us as we celebrate the coming together in love of Sue Chantel and Beth Rummery. We are here because they have found a love together that gives meaning to their lives, and we are here because they want to share this life with all of you, the people they love. Sue and Beth, it is a special joy and privilege for me to stand before you not only as a representative of the faith community, but as your friend. And I thank you for this gift that is mine to treasure. We remember that marriage is a time when a growing love is made public, when two people share mutual promises before God and in the presence of their families and friends. I invite you all now to join in prayerful support of Beth and Sue as they offer themselves to each other in faithfulness and hope. And I invite you to celebrate today, all day, their happiness, their love, and their commitment. Will you join me in prayer? O God, source of love and life, bless us with a sense of your presence as we worship here. Keep us sensitive to the wonder of life and to the love that gives it meaning. we pray for your divine blessing upon Sue and Beth at this sacred moment in their lives. Be near to them as they make their promises and assist them with your grace, that with true faithfulness and steadfast love, they may honor one another and glorify you. And grant to us all a greater sense of the joy of life because we share this moment with them. Amen. I do know you are surrounded today by the love, support, and encouragement of so many families and friends, and it is indeed my unique joy and blessing to stand with you as witness to the blessing you seek. As you ask God to receive and honor the commitment of your relationship, so do I ask God to bless you now, to shine joy on the blessings you have known in the past, and to sustain you with countless blessings in the years yet to come. Today we remember that the path of love is meant to be walked together by the whole human family. Each of us depends on the love of others to replenish our own ability to love. Beth and Sue do not come to this moment in their lives alone. They marry each other in the midst of the friendship and support of all of us, but most especially in the presence of those whose love has been their life's companion, their families. And so now I ask the family members that are here, if you can and if you are able, would you stand for a moment? To the families of Sue and Beth, by your presence here today, you bring the gifts of your love. May I ask you now to join your hearts with Sue and Beth as they present themselves to one another and as you give blessing to their marriage. Joined in a spirit of God's unity and grace, will you all please together respond by saying the words, "We give our blessing of love."
We give our blessing of love.
You may be seated. Thank you. Traditionally, in weddings, there's a moment that's called the charge to the couple, when the clergy person has to give advice. But I'm not going to do that today. Today, I'm sharing words that you have chosen, words that you have asked me to read, words that you already seek to live by. So take a deep breath, savor the moment, and listen to this charge to all of us. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive God to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. My friends, you have lived well by these words. And so remembering everything that brings you to this moment and striving for happiness in all that is yet to come, I ask of you your marriage promises. Sue, do you affirm your marriage commitment to Beth, offering your friendship and faithfulness to her, promising to love and cherish her, honor and uphold her through all the changing experiences of life? And do you give yourself to her completely, that you shall be hers and hers alone, as long as you both shall live? And Beth, do you affirm your marriage commitment to Sue, offering your friendship and faithfulness to her, promising to love and cherish her, honor and uphold her through all the changing experiences of life? And do you give yourself to her completely, that you shall be hers and hers alone, as long as you both shall live? And now you may turn and face one another. I'm already doing that. That's all right. The choreography really doesn't matter in the end. That's okay. And before the spoken formal wedding vows, Beth and Sue are going to share their own words. And Beth gets to over hers.
I was thinking back on our lives together. There were different people and events that shaped our lives. Like Dickens, we've seen the best of times and the worst of times. In 23 plus something years, together we've done so many fun things. And we made it through enough times that we've come it all. But in my heart, I knew we would move over together. Now, here we are. Officially older together. I look at you today and think how blessed I've been to witness you evolve from your 20s, 30s, 40s. I've seen your presence expand and fill a room just your laughter. I've watched you quietly and compassionately help mold the jagged edges and fill the neglected spaces in life's room. Your few words, dynamic, idealistic, and happy. Like the impossible dream, you're willing to fight for the right without question or cause, and march into hell for a heavenly cause. My promise to you on this incredible day is to trust, believe, and support the phenomenal human being. Carpe diem. Now let's make it legal.
The first chapter of our lives saw us through our 20s, 30s, and 40s. From meeting over frozen peas at Labor Day to gazing across each other at the street. And finally meeting at the public end of the street. Together we lived in a great little house in Plumfield Valley. Saved money, furniture, and lived on not much other than that. We encouraged each other, helped each other to grow stronger, and endured a life of marginal recognition, but we had the second chapter of our lives started when we made the decision to move to the East Coast over 20 years ago. Along the way, we gained new friends, lots of new friends. Gained family ties on both the East Coast and the West Coast, and lost people who took their place. The third chapter of our lives starts. I love you. To open me knowledge of life. To open you and support you until you at the time.
And now I will invite you to join hands as you speak the formal wedding vows. Sue, repeat after me. Here before God,
Here before God,
I give myself to you, to have and to hold from this day forth.
from this day forth,
I offer my heart when you are sorrowed,
my heart when you are sorrow,
my hands when you are troubled,
hands when you are troubled,
my laughter when you are happy.
and laughter when you are happy.
I will be faithful to you,
I will be faithful to you,
I will care for you,
care for you,
I will love you all the days of my life. And Beth, repeat after me. Here before God,
Here before God,
I give myself to you,
give myself to you,
to have and to hold
all
from this day forth.
this day.
I offer my heart when you are sorrowed,
My heart when you're sorrow,
my hands when you are troubled,
my hands when you're troubled,
my laughter when you are happy.
my laughter when you're happy.
I will be faithful to you,
I will be faithful to you,
I will care for you,
I will care for you,
I will love you
I will love you.
all the days of my life. And now, what symbols of your love and commitment do you bring to give to one another? Wedding rings serve as a symbol of the vows and the promises you have just spoken. They are the outward and visible sign of an inward and invisible love that binds your hearts together, that covenant written on your hearts. As they are of the finest of earth's materials, so your love is of the richest and purest of spiritual values. As rings are without edge or seam, having no beginning and no end, so they symbolize the perfection of a love that cannot end. May God bless these rings in the giving, the receiving, and the wearing, that you both may abide in the eternity of God's love and grace. That's finger. And repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love.
as a sign of
And repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love.
as a sign of my love.
Sue and Beth, because you have professed your desire to live together in commitment and love, to continue living together in commitment and love, and because you have expressed that desire in the exchanging of vows and the giving and receiving of rings, with much joy, I do now pronounce that you are married in the eyes of God and recognized here in the state of Connecticut. May all people here and everywhere respect this holy union, now and forevermore. Woo! Amen. Okay, just a final blessing and benediction. Sue and Beth, as you continue to share your lives together, building on trust and seeking to fulfill the joy and promise of true partnership in family life, may you always celebrate the best of who you are as friends. May you always stay forever young together, even as you grow old together. May you face life's changes and challenges with patience and with grace. And may God strengthen you in faith, sustain you in hope, guide you in peace, and encourage you in love. It is indeed my privilege and joy to present to you Beth and Sue as they begin their married life together. Amen.